This presentation is designed to provide you an outline and overview of the ENC 1101 online master course at IRSC. Master courses at IRSC meet a variety of required alignments. First, the course content and assessments are aligned with the course learning outcomes and the course descriptions, which have been established by the English department. The process of building the course in Blackboard takes place in partnership with the college's instructional designers, who ensure that the course adheres to the design principles of Quality Matters, a national organization that promotes and supports the quality of online learning. The English department adopted this course description for English Composition 1. The emphasis of the course is on helping students develop their college-level writing skills. There is a required speech component in ENC 1101, which we'll discuss in more detail a little later in this presentation. The course learning outcomes, which were created by the English department in concert with the course description, identify the specific skills that students in all sections of ENC 1101 at IRSC should be able to demonstrate mastery of in order to successfully complete the course. The study activities and assessments in this online master course have been aligned with these course learning outcomes. The alignments are identified in each module overview and in the course map that is provided in Blackboard. ENC 1101 is one of many courses at the college that is part of the General Education Core. The college faculty have adopted a set of 5 general education learning outcomes, which are frequently referred to as the GLOs. ENC 1101 contributes specifically toward student mastery of the Communication General Education Learning Outcome. The college completes an evaluation of student mastery of the GLOs, and this online master course contributes to this evaluation through the assessment of the final writing assignment in the course called the Researched Argument Essay. In order for this evaluation to be conducted, it is an expectation that faculty complete the clickable rubric for this assignment so that data can be pulled from Blackboard courses for discussion. Overall, the ENC 1101 online master course at IRSC is intended to take students on a journey to develop their own confidence, critical thinking abilities, academic voice, and college-level writing skills. The English department selected Lumen's Waymaker as our course resource. This adaptive courseware provides students with the composition instruction in the course. This serves as their textbook for the course, but there is no hard copy of the resource. It is all displayed and accessed in Blackboard. Lumen's Waymaker software provides adaptive quizzes to assess students' understanding of the content with which they are engaging. Waymaker also provides automated messaging for students, which you can set up in the Instructor Start Here section of your course in Blackboard. The theme of this course is that writing is a journey of discovery. The course is designed with a process-oriented approach that guides students through scaffolded assignments as they learn to develop an informed perspective through the synthesis of source material. The course's guiding principle is to support students through this discovery process. To this end, the course design team wrote a detailed online instructor guide, which you can find in the Instructor Start Here section of the online course in Blackboard. This guide provides you with a course narrative, including a module-by-module overview, as well as identifying pinch points, which are areas in the course where students may experience challenges and areas where providing timely feedback will be particularly important in supporting student progression through the course. The course provides introductory videos for each module to help students understand the overarching goals for the work they will do. As you will see when we review the course outline, the course relies on reiterative content with consistent instructor feedback to support students in their mastery of the stated learning outcomes for the course. Finally, the course requires students to engage in metacognition and reflection to support their development as learners. In practical application, these approaches play out over 10 modules. The first module of ENC 1101 provides students with information about how to find success in the course by using the course resources effectively. In this module, they will learn about MLA formatting and submit a learning journal where they identify potential challenges they may experience in the course and establish some early strategies for overcoming these challenges. In Module 2, students learn about the importance of reading carefully and critically, and about maintaining academic integrity as they engage with other people's ideas. Modules 3, 4, and 5 take students through the process of preparing, planning, drafting and revising their first essay, which is a synthesis essay. In Module 3, students engage with several sources on a selected theme. These materials can be readings or videos. When the course rolls out in Blackboard, the selected theme is love. Students will document their understanding of the provided sources in an assignment called the Summary Responses in Module 3. In Module 4, students will synthesize the sources from Module 3 with their own ideas as they move through a pre-writing and a planning activity in preparation for drafting their synthesis essay in Module 5. Module 5 guides students through the process of drafting an essay, receiving and responding to feedback, and revising their writing for final submission of their synthesis essay. In Module 6, students will expand their understanding of effective grammar, and they will write a reflection essay. This reflection essay serves as the proctored exam that is required in every online course at IRSC. In Module 7, students begin the work on the research project, which will take them all the way through Module 10. Like the synthesis essay in Modules 3 through 5, students will move through the steps of the writing process throughout these modules. In Module 7, students will select their topic for their research project from the Opposing Viewpoints database. In Module 8, they complete the research process and document their selected secondary sources in an annotated bibliography. In Module 9, students will plan their research argument essay using the same planning process that they implemented in Module 4. However, they will expand upon their skills here by presenting their ideas in a recorded oral presentation that satisfies the speech requirement for this course. Finally, in Module 10, students will move through the same process of drafting, receiving and responding to feedback, and revising their writing for final submission of their researched argument essay, which serves as the learning outcome assessment for this course. At the end of Module 10, students will complete a second learning journal in which they reflect on what they learned about college-level writing in ENC 1101 that they will carry forward to apply in courses that require writing assignments in the future. Let's take a look at what the course looks like in Blackboard. We'll go through a few of the modules so that you can get a sense of the content and structure of the course. This is the ENC 1101 course from the instructor view. The Instructor Start Here folder is where you will find the online instructor guide, the Lumen faculty resources for setting up automated messaging in your course, and you'll notice that there are already created repositories for you to use if you wish to select a different theme from that of love for the synthesis essay that students will begin in Module 3. Each repository includes guiding questions and 3 sources for students to engage with in preparation for planning and writing their own essay on the topic. The student experience in an online course at IRSC always begins with a standard Start Here module. In the Start Here module, students will be introduced to the course policies, the schedule of activities, Blackboard help, and institutional resources. You will need to upload your version of the syllabus and the schedule of activities, as well as to enter your information in the Instructor Information section in preparation for your course to begin. This is where students will find the Student Introduction Discussion Board and the Start Here quiz. Both of these assignments are the required assignments for a student to be marked as attending during the participation verification process. Once students take the Start Here quiz and score a 70% or higher, they will be able to access the ENC 1101 course content. The learning module layout of the course provides the table of contents on the left, and in the instructor view, you'll be able to scroll down to see all of the content in that module. This looks a little different for students as their table of contents provides hyperlinks so that they can move directly to the module element that they want. Students move through the module with the Page tab, and our goal with the Page tab is that students will engage with one content item at a time so that they won't be overwhelmed by continuous scrolling. The items in each module are ordered in the way that we would like students to engage with the content so that each study activity builds on or adds to the material that came before in preparation for the assessments in each module. Study activities are identified with the S in the module coding here, and assessment activities are identified with the A in the module coding as you see here. Each module will begin with an overview and introduction. This will be followed by the module's study activities and assessments. In Module 1, students are provided with some strategies for how to be successful in this ENC 1101 online course, including a folder that provides them with specific content about how to use their course resource, Lumen's Waymaker software. If you are new to using Lumen content, this folder provides a good overview of this resource. In Module 2, students will engage with a Lumen study plan and quiz for the first time. So let's see what that looks like. This is the Lumen Reading Study Plan. Every Lumen study plan is structured in the same way, and this is what the Succeeding with Waymaker folder in Module 1 teaches students. Every Lumen study plan begins with a Show What You Know tile. This is a pretest that will help students assess or evaluate the areas of the study plan they need to focus on as they move through the content. After they take the Show What You Know quiz, the study plan will be color-coded here to clearly show their areas of mastery and challenge so that they can invest their time and effort most effectively. Students can access the content of the study plan by clicking on a tile and selecting the chapter they wish to start with. As students move through the content in the study plan, they can do so by clicking Next at the bottom of each page. This will take them through the Lumen content in this study plan. They can also use these icons at the top of the page to keep track of their progress and to move from section to section. There are self-checks within the study plan. These are ungraded questions that students can answer to evaluate their understanding of the content as they proceed. After students have completed their work in the study plan, they will then move to taking the quiz for that study plan. When they access a quiz for the first time, they will see a paywall, which will give them the opportunity to enter a code that they purchased, to purchase a code directly from Lumen, or to use a free pass. Students receive 2 free passes for taking quizzes before they will be required to have a code to access subsequent quizzes. The quizzes are set to provide students with 2 attempts on each quiz. Of course, the hope is that they will return to the content to review any areas of challenge prior to taking their second quiz attempt. You can access student quiz attempts by clicking into the quiz from the instructor view, and from there, you can add additional quiz attempts if you wish. Module 3 is where you might choose to make that change in your theme for the synthesis essay that students will work on in Modules 3 through 5. To do this, you would copy the repository from the Instructor Start Here folder to Module 3. Then move or delete the repository that's in Module 3, Study Activity 3, that you do not wish to use to prevent confusion for your students. In this module, students encounter their first academic writing assignment. Students are guided through every assignment in the course with a set of assignment instructions. For every significant writing assignment, they are also provided with a model that they can use to guide their work and to see an example of a finished product, and that is true for this assignment. You'll see here the summary response instructions and the summary responses model. When students submit an assignment, they'll have access to the assignment instructions and the rubric. The students should submit their writing assignments as attachments rather than copying and pasting their text, and submission instructions are provided here for each assignment. In Module 4, let's take a look specifically at the planning assignment for this synthesis essay, since this will look the same for students when they get to the planning stage for their second essay in Module 9. For each essay that the students write in the course, they are provided with 2 options for planning. They can choose to complete either the planning sheet or the outline template. The planning sheet looks like this, and the directions for how to utilize this form are provided for students. Or they can complete the outline template, which looks more like a traditional outline. Students can choose which one serves them better. In Module 5, students will move through a series of drafting and revising steps. They'll do this again in Module 10 with their final essay, so I want to show you what this process looks like here. After students complete a draft of their first essay, they will submit their essay to Smart Thinking. There are resources in the course to show students how to successfully submit their work to Smart Thinking and how to download their tutor feedback, which they are supposed to submit to you. This allows you to see what feedback they have already received and will allow you to engage with their draft more effectively. Module 5 and Module 10 are modules where you'll want to pay careful attention to pacing, as Smart Thinking requires a 24-hour turnaround time. So students will have to submit to Smart Thinking before they can submit their feedback form in Blackboard. Additionally, you'll want to consider what time you need to provide feedback on their drafts to help them complete a successful revision of their work. Module 6 is the place where students complete the proctored assessment, which is a reflection essay that asks them to evaluate their progress in the course so far. They are provided with the planning documents, both the planning sheet and the outline template, if they wish to use these in preparation for writing their essay, but they are not required to submit a planning document for this assignment. This essay will utilize HonorLock, a remote proctoring service. Students are provided with information about this service here in Module 6, and you will receive information from our Director of Assessment Services at the beginning of the term so that you can set HonorLock up in your course. Modules 7 through 10 take students through the researched argument essay. Their progress through this research project and writing assignment is scaffolded similarly to the process that students used as they wrote their synthesis essay in modules 3 through 5. So I invite you to take some time to explore these modules. The key difference between the synthesis essay process and this process that I want to highlight occurs in Module 9, where students will complete their required oral presentation. They do this by utilizing the plan that they create to deliver the information for their researched argument essay in oral form in a video recording. Because of the storage space on IRSC servers, the course guides students through the process of uploading their video recording to YouTube, though they can use OneDrive if there are any privacy concerns. The assignment instructions and the submission directions ask students to submit a link to their video rather than asking them to upload a file. In Module 10, students will again submit their draft to Smart Thinking and submit the feedback that they receive to you prior to completing the revision process for this final essay. This researched argument essay is the learning outcome assessment, as we've said before, and this assignment supplies the department with data for reflection and evaluation to determine departmental pedagogical interventions. It is the expectation that you use the clickable rubric for this assessment so that data from your course can be included as part of the departmental conversations. This data is not instructor or course specific, but rather is aggregated in order to provide a holistic perspective of student mastery across all sections of this course. A student's final grade in this course is determined using these weights. The quizzes are 20% of their total grade. The pre-writing assignments listed here are worth 15% of their total grade. The writing assignments listed here are worth 40% of their total grade. The oral presentation is worth 10% of their total grade, and the researched argument essay as the learning outcome assessment is worth 15% of their total grade. The gradebook will already be set up to calculate a student's grade in accordance with these categories and weights. Finally, we want you to know that this course undergoes constant editing and revision based on the feedback that we receive from individual instructors in our professional development sessions and through our learning outcome data discussions. The instructional designers at IRSC complete curriculum maintenance on our master courses every semester. Typically, the edits are minor, but should significant changes occur, we will be sure to highlight those changes. We hope this overview has provided you with a stronger sense of the ENC 1101 master course. We are happy to answer any questions that you have as you set your course up for your students and as you move through the material and work to support them in achieving success in ENC 1101.